Hi, hello everyone and welcome. It is finally time for my July and August update. I thought I'd just go through quickly first what I've stitched on in these 2 months. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about how I sort of plan to move forward with how I film and upload the videos on my channel. And then I have some thoughts about the Mirabilias. And anyways, let's just jump right into it. So I had quite a lot of time stitching these 2 months. And the first one that I started to stitch on was this one. It's called Gazing. I ordered the kit from Amazon, and this is like truly slow progress, and it's not because I'm not enjoying it, because I am. I have mentioned this before. It's the chart. The chart is I think a bit difficult to read, but anyways, I'm still enjoying it. I have made a little bit of progress, and I spent like 3 days. It's not much, but anyway, 3 days on this one, and I have to be in the right headspace to be working on this. So I do a little bit at a time, and I do it whenever I feel my brain is sort of ready to focus. But it is turning out quite nice. I'm planning to finish the first page, and then I'm going to do the back stitching before moving on to the next page. It is not too much back stitching, at least not here, but yeah, this is my progress, and I'm liking it, but it is slow. So yeah, it is also sort of a big project, so we'll see. I haven't graded the whole thing yet, but I will, of course, as I move forward. Anyways, not much more to say about this one. Like I said, I like it, but if you plan to order something from the, I think it's called Stitch DMC, they have really nice kits. I have sort of looked at more, but the charts and the symbols that they're using are a bit tricky for me. Okay, anyways, moving on. I did spend a little bit of time also on my kit from Lanart, or Lanarte, or however you pronounce it. And here we are. Blue Flowers Girl. I really like it, and if you if you have watched my channels and my videos before, I think you understand that blue. I really like the color blue, because I have this one. I have the cornflowers, the little match girl, which is, well, a lot of orange and stuff, but still, and black, but a lot of dark blues too. So yeah, I really enjoy this. So the face, it's not totally complete, of course. This is from a paper chart. It's on linen. It's 2/2. So I'm trying, I think, because the chart is split up the way I've graded it. So I graded it like 25% or 1/4 at a time. So the rest of the face, and there's more hair coming down here. So I'm trying to work a little bit to get a little bit back and forth to get some variation in colors, because yes, I do like blue, and it's wonderful to stitch all this blue that is coming, but it's also kind of nice to have the brown and to get a little bit of contrast to it. I spent about 4 days in July on this one, and I'm loving the progress, and I'm loving how it is turning out. So I can highly recommend this this chart if you like. The linen is a bit I don't know if it is the best. It's a bit stiff, But yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, so there you have it. So moving on, we are going to this one, I think. Oh, okay. So this is a dimensions kit. I'm not going through these in a particular order, it seems. I've just, yeah, I have all the kits here and we'll see where we end up. Yeah, so this is also, oh, the colors are, yeah. Okay, so the black fabric sort of messes up, because the problem I have with my setup is mainly lighting and stuff like that, and to make the colors show up properly. But I am really enjoying this one. This is a kit that I could finish this year, I think, if I wanted to. I spent about 5 days to do, well, maybe I had done a little bit of the border here, but this pattern and like I said, part of this border took me like 5 days, and it is not too big, so I have 2 quarters left. Half of it is left, but then I think it will, the specialty stitches, there is couching on this one with the gold thread, and the back stitching, I think that is going to take a little bit more time, but a lot of progress, quick progress. I love the colors, even though they're showing up a bit funny on the camera right now, but yeah, it's a lot of fun, super relaxing. And if you are looking for something that you feel like you can accomplish a lot of stitches in one day, then I would highly recommend this. It is it's a beautiful kit from Gold Dimensions. And like I said, it's a paper chart, like all the dimensions kits, and like I said, 5 or 4.5 days I spent on this square here and part of the border. So is it, yeah, because I reorganized, so I'm so some projects have switched project back, so that's why I'm a bit confused. Okay, so here's my Grumpy Red Fairy, Jasmine Beckett Griffith from Heaven and Earth Designs. This is so lovely. I love this. It is I would say a really nice combination of sort of color blocking and a little bit of confetti here and there. I mean, up here it's not just solid colors, but still it's stitching up fairly fast, I must say. And I think, let me see, yeah, I think I spent 6 days on this, and I'm just checking. So far I have completed 16,371 stitches, which is about 43%, a little bit more than 43%. So making good progress on this one. I will soon, I think, pick up my the little match girl, but so I'm not sure if I'm gonna sort of switch to the little match girl, or if I'm gonna keep this in the running to when moving more into autumn and as we get closer to winter and Christmas. But yeah, love it. So I did switch it up a bit because I have some new starts. So, and just for everything to fit in their bags and stuff, I have moved them around a bit. And I did get some new of these Amazon sort of a zip up thingies. Anyways, so moving on to kitty litter, also from Dimensions Gold. You're starting to see the first kitty here, super cute. This is the eye, I think. Here's the nose. This is a ball of yarn. The background is tent stitch. I'm not using the number of threads you're supposed to. It's supposed to be like 5 threads. It's combined, so it's, I think, 2 strands from one color and 3 strands from another. I don't do that because I started doing it and then I didn't like it at all. So yes, there's a little bit, it's not like super full coverage, as you can see. But actually I don't mind that. I prefer to have a nice stitch and not having to fight with the needle and pulling it through with all your force and stuff like that. So I just decided to reduce the number of threads in the background. So hang on. Yeah, I spent about 3 days on this. And again, this is so much fun, and I think that once you get to all of the little kittens here, it's going to be even more fun. You have the basket coming over here, and then there's also the finishing touches are going to be the cording and the couching and the back stitching. So yeah, I have completed the back stitching on the butterfly, so I really like that. You can see the details, it sort of really stands out with the back stitching. So yeah, really like that. So there you have a kitty litter by Gold Dimensions, or Dimensions Gold Collection. So let's see, what do I have in this one? Oh, this is, I think, one of the new products. This is Spring Flowers from Luca S. And I haven't done too much. I've started with the first flower, a little bit of stem, and here's like the frame that's gonna go around it. It is stitch on Ada. It is not too big of a project, and like I said in my stash video, this is a kit this is my first Luca S kit that I bought, so it's been in my stash and my storage for several years. So when I did this inventory, it was really helpful and useful. I sort of rediscovered this, and yeah, it feels right to finally get to start it. And again, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of wonderful flowers coming along, tulips and stuff. So yeah, let me see, spring flowers. Okay, yeah, I actually just spent, well, I did spend 3 days. It took a couple of days to serge. I hand stitch the edges. Actually, I don't know if you can see that, it's a bit, yeah, anyways, so I hand stitch the edges so they won't fray, and then with the gridding, and I did, what did I do? No, I didn't have to sort the threads because they come on these type of floss cards, but I did spend about 2 days on the prep. For some reason, it should have just taken 1 day, but it did take 2 days, and then I spent another day stitching this. So 3 days in total, but just 1 day stitching. And this one I also put on camera, so I think you can see a little bit of it anyways. So but I am very happy to continue stitching on this one. So that's one new start. Moving on. Okay, so what do we have here? This, I think, is one of the reasons why I had to move projects around. Yes, this is another new start, and it's kind of a big one. It's Meeting on the Turret Stairs. It's from Heaven and Earth, and it's, well, big. It's 620 times 999 stitches, so it's 619,360 stitches in total, and I have just begun. So this is sort of a big project. I spent 2 days prepping this one, and this one I can understand because I also, I do hand stitch the edges. And since this is a bigger one, I do understand why it took me so long. And I haven't gridded the whole thing, of course. I've just gridded the first part. I start in the upper left hand corner. I have begun doing diagonal with a little bit of parking, but I'm probably at some point gonna do a little bit of cross country and then go back to diagonal stitching. I tend to do that on these full coverage projects, or the Heaven and Earth designs, and especially the digital PDFs, because I don't know, I feel like I have more freedom when working with Pattern Keeper to just switch back and forth, because there is no risk of missing stitches and stuff like that. So yeah, but I've started like this to just get a little bit of progress, and I am super happy. I'm super happy with this new start. This was a project that I have wanted to start for quite a long time, and I finally did it. So together with with my other big ones, this is going to keep me company for quite a while, and I'm happy about that. So I have all the floss. I think I have more than I need. So I'm just gonna enjoy it. Again, my all-time favorite is 25 count even weave. I'm stitching 1/1. It is Heaven and Earth design. That's like the best for me. I love it, I love it, but it does take a lot of space, so I'm using one of these bigger bags to just so that I can have all the floss in one place. Now eventually in the future, I mean I am looking into other ways of storing all the floss and stuff like that, but for now this is gonna be it. Okay, so what do we have here then? Oh, this is also a new start. Yeah, okay. And this is a little bit smaller. It's Sister Moon by Amy Stewart from Heaven and Earth Design. And as you can see, it's mostly black. There are 2-part threads. One is dark brown and one is, no, sorry, one is black and one is green, dark green. So there's a little bit of variation, but it's mostly black. And if you know the artwork, you know that there's a lot of black background up here. So it's gonna take a while for anything to happen. So I'm not sure how much I'm gonna put on camera until we come down to the beautiful woman who is just glowing in the darkness. I am also super excited about having to start this. This is a little bit more manageable. It's not super big, it's kind of big. It's, hang on, it's 400 stitches wide and 618 stitches long. So that is 247,200 stitches in total. So it's big, but it's not, I would say it's not too big. I have completed 739 stitches, which is about 0.3%. Again, 2 days for the prep. On this one I spent 2 days stitching this, and mostly black, a little bit of green, and I think a little bit of brown in there too. So it's yeah, we'll see how long it will take for me to sort of get down to the more towards the center, so we can see more and not just background. But again, I'm enjoying it. Heaven and Earth, 25 count, 1/1, loving it. Oh, and if you wondered, I think maybe I didn't say, on the meeting on the turret stairs, I spent 2 days prep and 4 days stitching. I did complete 1108 stitches on that one, which is 0.18%. So yeah, so I did spend a little bit more time on that one, the turret stairs, than I did on Sister Moon. But I'm definitely gonna pick them both up fairly soon. Okay, so what do we have here? Oh yes, here we have my focus piece, which is cornflowers from Riolis. And I did spend actually more than 2 weeks straight on this one, and with the way I am trying out how I film and how I upload the videos, it really did give me more time to just focus on one piece and do a little bit of monogamous stitching for a limited time, and I really enjoyed that. So I made quite some progress on this, and yeah, super nice colors. And it's only this little bit left. Yeah, the back, I'm not too worried about the back. If you are a person who have neat backs on your projects, congratulations. I couldn't. My backs are a mess. Yeah, but so 17 days I spent on this, and I think that I completed more than, or almost 12,000 stitches on this one. So I'm super happy about this, and my goal is to finish this year, and I think I can do it. So again, it's also, it does take, I think it's good for me to spend a little bit more time or more days in a row on this one, because this wool acrylic blend thread is somewhat tricky to work with. It's I said it before, I'm sorry if I repeat myself a lot, but I don't mind it. It's not my favorite thread to stitch with, but I don't mind it. And you sort of have to get into it, give it a chance. It's a bit of a learning curve, how long you want the threads, because they fray in a different way than like DMCs or CXCs does, or anchor thread, for instance. They tangle in a different way and stuff like that. So yeah, it's, you have to get used to it a bit. So it was super nice to just get into it really and spend those 17 days in a row. Pretty much, I mean, I think I had 1 or 2 days off somewhere in there, but anyways, yeah, so I really hope I will be able to finish it this year. And then we have, okay, do I take, yeah, this video went up fairly recently, I think. This is my stamped kit. And again, whenever I pick this one up, I mean, you do make a lot of progress fairly quickly. So I think I did the whole thing here in, how many days? Just 3 days. I think I started up here somewhere. I had some stitches laid down, and then for the filming, I think I started threads and parked them, so I didn't have to stop and start the filming and stuff like that. So once I had several threads started, it was easy progress, fast progress. So it was a lot of fun actually. This one, I'm getting more and more into these stamped kits, and we'll see. Now, as you can see, there's a little bit of text under here, and I think I might have mentioned it before. I'm not going to do that. These are, I think, Chinese symbols, characters, and they are a little bit hard to read on this pattern and on the paper chart that comes with it. And I don't know Chinese, and I don't want to make mistakes, and it's not going to be pretty. So I'm actually not going to do them. That is more, I would say, out of respect, because I'm going to make so many mistakes, so it wouldn't be good or nice, or well, it would be interesting for someone who knows Chinese to see it and to not be able to read it, because I really wouldn't be able to get anything of this right, because it's small. The characters are super small, and with the gridding and stuff like that, no, so I'm not going to do that. But you can see it right now through the thread, but once I'm done and once you get it washed, then you won't. But then it's just going to be the sky, and I'm good with that. So that is why it looks maybe a little bit weird right now. But yeah, making progress, and also sort of I'm learning to like the 11 count more and more. It's not what I would choose, but the stamp kits normally come in, well, depending on what site you're on, I think, but normally come in 11 count or 14 count. Those are the most common I've seen anyways. And I kind of get it, because when printing on this fabric, and to get all the symbols right, especially where there's confetti stitching, you sort of need to have the lower count, the bigger squares. So yeah, but this is my progress, and I am having fun with it. I really am. So I decided to start another kit. I know it's, or not a kit, it's well, another design, and I didn't put it on camera. I just sort of got this idea in my head that I needed to start this right away, so I did. It is called Barn Dance, and it's from Carolyn Manning's design. And oh boy, this is how far I got. I did spend 4 days on this, and this includes this one just took 1 day to prep, because it's kind of small. It's 189 times 189, so it's square. It was, since it is small, it was fast to prep the edges and to do all the gridding. And I wasn't sure if I was going to grid this one. I thought these are just, you know, straight lines. It's squares, it's rectangles, straight lines. So I thought maybe I just won't. And I think if you go like triangle, square, triangle, you don't have to, because once you got the first one down, you don't actually need to count. But if you want to go a little bit cross country, and if you want to do a little bit of parking, I don't know, this, because it's not based on 5 and 10, it's more based on 4 plus 1 plus 4, which means that the lines are going to be a little bit off and not 10 by 10. So I don't know, maybe for some people it would be more confusing to grid, but for me, again, I love gridding, and it really takes all the counting out of the equation. I mean, this is, I've said it before with grading on a on a picture pattern or a normal pattern, so to speak, but with this symmetrical and straight lined, it's even easier. I don't count at all. I just look and go. So you do get to complete quite a lot of stitches in a very fast and very, very relaxed kind of way, because I mean, you don't have to guess, you don't have to count, you just have to stitch. The colors in this they are beautiful. I have not changed anything. I'm not sure though if you can see the difference, but some of the greens are really close, but yeah, I don't mind. So super fun, and this is my first Caroline Manning design, and I am enjoying it. I have another that I am planning to start also, but I think I'm gonna finish this in like no time at all, because once you pick it up, it is, you know, it's just, you make progress so fast, and it's so much fun, and it's so relaxing. So highly recommend this. 1 day prep, 3 days. Did I say that? Yeah, 3 day stitching. I completed 3,985 stitches, so 11.16%. Yeah, this is so much fun, and completely different style to what I'm used to, so that is also exciting. And then of course I have this old fellow, also I mean, I think all my projects pretty much are favorites. I love them all. Yeah, this is Pandemic from Long Dog Samplers. This project is the one that makes me so happy. Every time I look at it, I pick it up and stitch on it. Happy, happy, happy. Yeah. So I did 1 page. I am working on this from the paper pattern. I have it printed out, and that is for the back stitching. I prefer to do the back stitching as I go on this pattern, and as you can see, and the back stitching does not show up in Pattern Keeper, but I do keep track of the crosses, the full crosses, in Pattern Keeper, just to have some sort of stitch count. And this one I have to look up in my little book. I spent about 6 days, I would say 5.25 maybe. I did stitch a little bit at work one day, and I can see I made a mistake there. I'm gonna complete it anyways. So far I completed 30,614 stitches, which is 39.62%, so almost 40% done. Yeah, this is super fun, and again, I love the floss from Mrs. Sada's. It is so nice to work with, and yeah, love it so much. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I mean, the designer of this chart is a genius. There are so many just beautiful patterns, but also like a lot of fun and cutesy stuff, like the owl, like the birds with the hats, and the butterflies, and then the beautiful flowers, and the, yeah, I love it. So thank you, Long Dog Samplers, for creating this pattern. It is beautiful. Okay, so I think that's it for my stitching project. So if that was all you were here for, then thank you for watching. I am going to talk a little bit about the charts that I found, because I have I did buy 2 Mirabilias. I have bought the specialty thread. Now, I did say I didn't want to work on with a cry neck and stuff, But I thought, no, let's go for it. So I have the charts, I have the beads, I have the specialty threads, I have the, what do you call it, the water lily variegated threads. I have the fabric. Now I didn't go for the hand-dyed fabric. I went for like the solid color fabric. So now all I am kind of lacking are the DMCs. But then I started to think, because I do remember that I did buy a couple of Mirabilias several years ago, but already then I did find them very intimidating. So I put them away and forgot about them. And I just, you know, something just clicked in the back of my head, and I did buy Mirabilias. I did buy lavender and lace, and again put them aside because I think it's the fabric, it's the threads, it's the specialty threads, it's the beading, it's the hand-dyed stuff and all that. But I did find the charts beautiful. So for a very short period of time, I think I bought a lot, and then I regretted buying them, and I put them in a bag and I put them in a box, and the box disappeared out of my mind for like 7 years maybe. But I have found them, so I'm just gonna flick through them really fast and see. Again, if you don't want to see this, just that's fine. But I was thinking, like, why did I buy them? And then I didn't do anything with them. And these were just in a box, and I think I bought them. I think I bought them on Etsy. This is lavender and lace. On Etsy and on eBay. Could that be true? Fairy Dreams, Angel of Mercy. Yeah. So I actually bought quite a lot of lavender and lace. And can you believe it? I bought all of these charts and I stuffed them in a box and I forgot about them, or I blocked them out of my mind. I don't know what happened. See, I bought these, the Celtic ladies. I've been looking on these for, I mean, forever on Etsy, and I have them. I have some of them. Anyways, you see that? Oh, this is my favorite, I think, the Christmas one. I'm sorry about the glare. I mean, these are just, I mean, I haven't opened them or anything. So, yeah, interesting, huh? So I have a few that I could start. And then I have, oops, there's one more. And then I discovered that I also bought some of these, Butternut Road, and this one is beautiful. I actually love this one. How can I just buy this and put it away? It is really Once Upon a Time, yeah. Natural linen. Oh my god, Butternut Road. Yeah, I bought some of these. And it's been sitting in a box for many, many years. I've done nothing with them. Crazy. And this is one of the old Mirabilias. Isn't there another one? Yeah. And then this one. So now I have, yeah, okay. So the other two that I bought, I mean, I just have to start one of them and see what if I like it. I'm not gonna start kitting all of these up, but this, I have a lot of stuff here that I could start or give away. I don't know. I don't know what to do with all of these, but they are beautiful. They are really nice. I really like them. And this one, the fairy tale thing, Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So that will be interesting and see what will happen with all of these. Because I thought I have 2 Mirabilias. That's what I thought. But then I have more. And then I have the butternut road, and I have the lavender and lace. Yeah. There you go. I don't think I spent too much on these, because I bought them a long time ago, and I bought them like when they were cheap on eBay. I didn't pay, I don't think, well, maybe for some of them I might have on Etsy, just because I like the picture so much. I mean, this is also kind of nice. Yeah. But yeah, I think I got them fairly cheap, and then I just never bothered to keep them up. So this will be interesting, the whole Mirabilia and this type of pattern, whatever. Because what happens if I don't like it? What happens if I start and I don't like it? Well, anyways, I also ended up getting a couple of new kits from Lucas. Flowers, I love stitching flowers. These were on sale from my favorite Etsy store, Yarn Stories. So these were cheap, and I did order them. That was not my main goal when ordering. My main goal was to order the fabric for the Mirabilias. And then, as you do when you're, you know, looking around in the store on Etsy and you see they have a sale, of course you have to buy other things too. So, and they were very decent pricing. So, and these are smaller projects too, so yeah, these will be real fun to start stitching. So I have plans for new starts. Definitely one of my newer Mirabilias, and we will see, like I said, what I like. If I like it, if I don't like it, who knows. And then I have now, since I have now tried this 2 months thingy, like I do the Flosstubes every 2 months, which suits me better. I have tried to have a focus piece, which I really liked, to have the chance to be monogamous for like a couple of weeks was super nice. So I might stick to that, but I also found that I do have a little bit more time, so I might be able to post more Stitch With Me's a little bit more often. I tried the uploading schedule and the filming schedule, like I think I have about 5 days in between, so every 6th day. I think I can do it a little bit more often, maybe moving forward. So for the next couple of months, which will be September and October, in October I might be starting up some winter stuff. I have the little match girl, but I also did buy a few winter and Christmas kits that I really want to start. I have the humongous winter thing from Letty Stitch. That would be a challenge, but I have so many big projects now, so I don't know, do I start another super big one? Because like next year I could, because a lot of you wonderful floss tubers out there, a lot of people did do Christmas in July, so that would give me an opportunity to stitch on my winter stuff from like October to February, then take a little bit of break, and then come back and do Christmas in July, because that would be awesome to do. So, and then it might be worth starting this super big project. We'll see. So I am going to try a little tighter uploading schedule, and trying to film a little bit more at the same time as giving myself also a little bit more time to be monogamous and work on my focus piece. So cornflowers, focus piece, hopefully I can finish it. Do I dare say till next Flosstube? I don't know. I'm hoping. So Mirabilia I'm gonna start. I also have another dimensions kit that I would like to start. It's the wreath, I think, with the 4 seasons on it. Okay, so anyways, I was looking at this pattern. I bought it. It's from Soda Stitch on Etsy, and I've seen some other Flosstubes stitching on patterns from this store, and they are super cute. So this is a totally different style. I've never, like I said, would be the first time. It is super cute. I have the floss, and I'm gonna use a fabric that I have at home, and I'm probably gonna start this sometime fairly soon, and then we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna decide. Maybe I'll start that dimensions gold collection kit with a wreath of 4 seasons. Maybe I won't. Maybe I start the mermaid. Maybe I won't. I'm just gonna feel my way through, because we are moving into fall and the Halloween stuff and all that. So, and I'm not too much into Halloween, I would say. I don't have any patterns or charts for Halloween, but like I said, I have this floss from Mrs. Sadis that would, I think, be appropriate for maybe a sampler. I'm not gonna buy a new chart for that, but I might start a new sampler, a smaller sampler with Halloween colors, so to speak. Maybe. It all depends on how much time we have. And yeah, we will just, I'm just gonna see what happens this fall with time, with money, and I want to keep the stitch bug up so that I don't lose momentum, because I'm having so much fun stitching right now. It is so great, and I am binging. I am a binge watcher of Flosstubes, so when I discovered the channel, I will binge watch, and then I will leave it for a while and find the next one. Yeah. So that is what I'm doing, watching Flosstubes and stitch, and it's the most fun you can have, I think. I do hope you are well. I wish you all the best. Take care, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.